Hi, so this is Jackie with Rebel Angels Tarot, and I'm here with another pick a card for who do I need to reconcile with and why. So, the reason why I'm doing this is that because we constantly need to be clearing things out in order to reach a higher vibration, right? So, when you learn to forgive and reconcile with another person, whether it is physically or energetically, it can lead you to a higher vibration. So, that's one of the main reasons why I'm doing this. And, I thought would be helpful in healing and clearing. So we have pile A with this mug looking thimble. And then we have pile B with this is just a random thimble that I really, really like. And then we have pile C with a rose thimble. So I'll give you a couple moments. Just use your intuition. Take a big, deep breath in for 5. Hold for 5. And really tune into your higher self. Call upon your higher self, your guides, as well as your ancestors, your past on loved ones, those of light and love and truth. And I'm going to go ahead and give you one more moment, and then we're going to move on to pile A. Okie dokie. So we are moving on, and this is for pile A. Let's see what we got here. So what I'm going to do is pull. I know I use this deck a lot, y'all, but I love it. So I'm going to pull the current energy. So this is for everyone who is called to choose pile A. What is the energy of what they are reconciling, or why they need to reconcile and forgive? Whether, again, it is energetically or it is physically. It could be either one, really, and we'll go further into it. I want to give the same advice regarding a certain meditation / prayer that I really like to use towards the end of this. Okay, so what is the energy for pile A? So we have alchemy. There we go. Oh, we got 2 at the same time. So we have magic and heart chakra. Can I get one more? Ooh. And we have conception. So to me, this is telling me that what is going on with you and this person, for some of you, I honestly feel like it's reconciling with yourself. I know it sounds really weird, but to me, with this magic and alchemy card here, I feel like that you're finally, there we go. I feel like that you're finally learning to be able to really transmute your pain into power. That is what alchemy is. And then I consider alchemy a form of magic. And magic is honestly embracing the beauty in life, embracing how wonderful life is, besides, certain tricks if you are in tune with your psychic abilities. So then with conception, to me, this is telling me exactly, this is all about self. So if you pick this pile, there's something within yourself that you haven't really forgiven yet, or that you haven't really reconciled. It could also be mind, body, and soul. Okay, because I view the heart chakra as body. Okay, I view alchemy as mind, and then magic as soul. So to me, it's almost like reconciling and fusing together your mind, body, and soul, which a lot of people are like, oh, well, I do yoga and I do all these things, but if you're here, you obviously have some clearing you have to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's get some more. I am going to be using, let's see what deck I want to use. We're going to be using the Mystic Mondays deck. So let's see here. So I just had a little moment talking to my guides. Yeah, this pile is strictly about yourself. Eight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Okay, y'all got some talking to do. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Swords. So to me, this is telling me that I feel like that some of you have possibly failed yourselves in the past regarding, you have two aces here, so obviously you are working towards transmuting it, okay? So, but to me, with the Eight of Swords, it's almost like you've been blinded as to what you really wanted in life, who you really were in life, and I feel like that's why this is all about mind, body, and soul for this pile. It's about bringing it all together. I say that because, okay, what do we have here? With the Five of Pentacles, it's almost like some of you were abandoned by someone in the past, and it could have been, for some of you, it is a parent. For some of you, it is you were ghosted. Some of you were failed by friends. So, I'm so sorry, by the way. I'm a highly empathic psychic medium, so I feel emotions, so I'm trying to transmute that real quick. So, to me, it's almost like it is my fault. Like, this is what I'm here, okay? It is my fault. I'm the reason why this happened to me. I'm the reason why I had to go through all that pain. And I feel like that some of you haven't fully let go of that yet, and you need to learn to forgive yourselves for it. Okay? I feel like with the Knight of Wands that you're used to, if anything, you possibly could have attracted people that were very in and out of your life, or perhaps you had that energy yourself and you weren't aware of it. Because according to the law of attraction, we attract whatever we put out. So if you are constantly, like, let's say you have anxiety or you're processing anxiety, right? So when you have anxiety, you might have a bad habit of being flighty, right? So when you're flighty, you tend to make very quick decisions that, if anything, it could have hurt you in the long run, right? And I feel like with the Knight of Wands, the energy here is really, I'm getting some intuitive messages. How could I? Why would I allow them to do that to me? This pile, some of you have come to realize your own self-worth. And I feel like that some of you, this is like a little kink in your chain, if that makes sense. It's almost like, and it's hindering you now. And I feel like that the truth is, I have that Lizzo song in my head. Anyways, the truth is that honestly, you begin to realize your own value, and you're beginning to realize how much you're really worth, how you're so worth someone sticking around for. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. What's in the past is in the past. It's not here now. Not anymore. It ends here. Thinking that people are going to leave you behind, thinking that people are going to betray you, thinking that things will always be the same. And I feel like that for some of you, you have come into this acknowledgement. However, you haven't really fully embraced it. I feel like that once you fully embrace it, the energy within yourself is going to go from a Knight of Wands to a Knight of Pentacles. You see, a Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the deck, in the tarot deck, that has the biggest chance of becoming the King of Pentacles, which is super stable, super nurturing, super self-aware, as well as nurturing to oneself and to others, right? And I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, that's what's going on here. It's almost like, you know what? I don't want to feel this energy anymore. I don't want to feel left out, abandoned, and honestly feeling like I have to defend myself because, you know, I allowed this to happen. Some of you honestly feel like that you allowed it to happen. You did allow it, and energetically in a way you did. Okay. And I feel like that's because you honestly probably had a lot going on, or a lot of things that were unprocessed. Do you notice how she's standing in the middle of all the swords? It's almost like I have all this negativity around me. And instead of processing it and being myself so that I can move on with my life, I'm going to stay here and avoid healing, because honestly, this is all I'm ever going to get. So with the Knight of Wands, I feel like that, excuse me, I feel like that you just got tired of it. You get tired of the in and out energy, and you wanted more stability. And I feel like that you have done a lot of work, a lot of realization of self and self-worth and value. And it's almost like, do you see how they are both looking in the same direction? But this one, if anything, it's almost like, you see how that red in that background? I don't have an issue with red or orange or anything like that, but what I'm saying is that this, to me, it's solar plexus chakra. Okay. And when you are not your true self, when you are not your authentic self, which you create blockages as you move along through life. And I feel like that it created a wall, if anything, around your solar plexus chakra. So once you let that wall down and you sunk into your heart chakra, it's almost like, I know my worth. I know what I'm worthy of. And I'm ready to clear it out and be done with it. I feel like that you wanted to move more towards stability. And for some of you, with the High Priestess, it's almost like, you know what? I'm going to transmute with this alchemy card, if I can pick it up. This alchemy card. I could transmute this energy. I can transmute going from a Knight of Wands into a Knight of Pentacles. I don't need to sit here and let this be my life story. I don't need to sit here and let others build my life because I didn't process what I need to process. I processed it. I'm done with it. I don't need to. I'm conceiving and creating a new life for myself. And honestly, the universe recognizes that. The universe is aware. The Ace of Pentacles wouldn't be here if the universe wasn't aware. The universe is like, fine, you did all this clearing. We just need you to forgive yourself so that you can move forward, because you're worthy of it. You are so worthy of it. So here's this new beginning. And it's physical, right? Because a pentacle is physical. So here's this new beginning. And we're ready to give it to you because you deserve it. You did the work. You did the clearing out. And we just needed you to fully acknowledge your worth in a way where you realize that none of that was your fault. You have no control over people's decisions and their mindsets and what they did to you. The energy was out there, yes, but you were unaware. Now you're aware. And with this card, you're aware with the High Priestess. With this card right here, this Ace of Pentacles, it's like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move on with my life. I'm good to go. Let's go. So let's see. I want to get some guidance. Okay. So can we get some guidance? Some of you, okay, so let's go ahead and go to this. I'll go for I want you to look up. You don't have to. This is my guidance. I give very strict, honest guidance. It's not really strict. It's blunt more than strict. Pardon me. I want you to look up the Ho'oponopono meditation on YouTube. And with this meditation, it's, I love you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. I love you. But here's the thing, is that what a lot of people don't get. You need to feel it in your heart. You need to be able to apologize to yourself, forgive yourself for the mistakes, whatever happened, your regrets, whatever harsh lessons there were. Forgive yourself and tell yourself that you love yourself and that you know that you're ready for a new beginning. You're ready to move on. You need to be able to feel it, though. My suggestion is keep saying it and listening to the meditation, honestly, until you feel chills or you evoke emotion. Honestly, it's one of the most healing meditations I've ever done. But anyways, so let's get some more. Again, that's the Ho'oponopono. It's H-O''P-O''N-O''. I strongly suggest that meditation. It is beautiful, wonderful, and it helped me a lot. I can already sense that some of you are like, well, why should I have to forgive myself for someone else's actions? It's energy. I am an energy alchemist. I read energy. I have shamanic, mystic, starseed influence. I'm just telling you, I know so much about energy. I've studied it so much, and I am so sensitive to it. So I cleared out all these things. And then one of my last, not lesson, because we continuously have lessons and then we have past life karma, right? One of my last things that I had to clear out was forgiving myself. Forgiving myself for allowing myself to feel bad as long as I did, for things that other people did to me, for things that were out of my control, for things that people judged me for. It took me forever to do it, but I did it. I did it. And my life is beautiful. Just like your life is beautiful. But imagine if it could be even more radiant and glorious just by forgiving yourself. I mean, you don't even have to really go into, can I get some cards for guidance? You don't even really have to go into what happened, right? You can just honestly sit there and say, well, I know that in the past that I have betrayed myself. There we go. We have mantra, y'all. Y'all. That is what the Ho'oponopono meditation is a mantra pretty much. It's, I'm sorry. And do you see how she's in a meditative state? I strongly suggest it because when you're in a meditative state, you're connecting to your higher self and your guides, as well as source energy, the universe, God, okay, your ancestors. And your ancestors brought you here because they want you to clear this out. Well, not clear this out, but clear this out. They want this. They want what's best for you. They want you to be successful. They want you to live your best life. They want you to be happy. So, also, I strongly suggest, can I get one more? I strongly suggest a sleep meditation, or a sleep meditation such as affirmations. I love myself. I love you. It would be self-worth / self-love affirmations, but it's going to help you ease into being able to forgive yourself and love yourself more. Provide more physical self-care as well as, mind, body, and soul. When you truly forgive yourself, that's when your mind, body, and soul connect, which equals alignment. Okay? So let's see if I can get some more. One more card would be cool. Y'all, gift. You have the Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles, and then we end with gift. Do you see this? Do you see this? See, that's your ancestor sitting there given to you, which of course they're going to view you as a child, okay? Because, they lived a long time ago. Anyways, do you see this though? Sitting there giving the little girl, the mermaid's giving the little girl a gift. Thank you for doing the work. Thank you for truly loving yourself like you deserve. That's pretty straight on. Pretty straight on. Straight up pile 1. So, or pile A. So, again, my guidance is sleep affirmations, self-love, self-care, as well as the Ho'oponopono meditation. And also make sure that you're listening to positive music. You're not listening to anything too negative, right? Because believe it or not, when you listen, like, let's say you are in love with a heavy metal song or like a hardcore rap song, it could be anything, any genre, really, to be honest with you. Let's say you are so crazy about it and you listen to it all the time. But if it has a negative energy about it or negative words, you're putting those words constantly in your energy. So your higher self is going to be like, what the hell's going on? So just make sure that you're listening to positive music and you're maintaining a positive vibration while you're going through this process of forgiving yourself and honestly reconciling your mind, body, and soul. So thank you, Pile A. If you'd like a personal reading with me, just go ahead and look at the description box. And thank you so much. Happy healing. So we are moving on to Pile B. So what energy does Pile B need to clear out for reconciliation? There's too much. For some of you, I feel like that for this pile, this is indeed with another person. This reconciliation, I feel like family member, lover. For some of you, it is a lover. This life. It's a lover that you had a connection with in this life, but you have had a connection with in a past life. Reconciliation doesn't necessarily mean that you two will end up together. If anything, it could be just honestly working through the process of forgiving them and moving past it. Okay, but let's see what we got here. What are the energies that you have for pile B? Some of you are currently working on your foundation. I say that, and root chakra is on the bottom anyways. One more. Awesome. Y'all, this is an intense pile. You probably have some heavy Scorpio placements or some heavy eighth house placements. We have realization, change, Merkaba, and transition. So transition, change, and realization, to me, those three, I'm actually going to read Merkaba because I know a lot of people don't know a whole lot about this. We'll get into it. Anyway, so with transition, honestly, I feel like it's almost like a step process. It's realizing what happened between you and this person, realizing why you had that deep connection, realizing why it was karmic. That ain't no, it was probably a karmic soulmate, okay? I view karmic soulmate as in they were just here to teach you a lesson, but you did have a soul contract with them that it was fulfilled. So I feel like that a way to we'll move into this, but anyways, so you realize it. You realize that there needs to be a form of change. I sense a lot of solar plexus as well as third eye energy off of all these cards. But I feel like it's almost like you realize it's time for this change. I realized what happened between this person and I. This could very well be a friend or a family member too, but I was feeling a romance energy at the beginning. So, but to me, it's almost like I realize what happened, what occurred. I realized that I need to make a change in my life and honestly change this perspective of myself and change my perspective, of others. I feel like there's a lack of trust in this pile of others because of what has happened to you in the past. And I feel like that once you make this acknowledgement that you're going to be able to transition into honestly a higher vibration, a better life, as well as trusting yourself more. So Merkaba is, the frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers. I'm sorry. We're not even going to talk about Mercury. Anyways, other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve a higher purpose. So, exactly. So once you make this realization and you're willing to change and you actually go through the process of transitioning of the rise of the Phoenix, that's when, if anything, you don't just go to a higher vibration. It's almost like you're going to be rewarded in some energetic experience that's going to come to you because it's like you cleared it out. What happened between you and that person is in the past, and that's it. Maybe this person will come back. Maybe they will reconcile. It doesn't mean they have to go through with it. Because by the time that it happens, you've already realized what happened. You decided to make a change, and then you decided to actually follow through with the change and transition. So let's get some tarot on this. So can I get some more for pile B? Some of you, if you don't know what a soul contract is, a soul contract is something. A soul contract is something that you signed up for before birth. So your soul sat there and was like, you know what? I'm going to sit here and clear out this bullcrap with this person from this past life into this life. I'm going to clear it out this lifetime, and it's done and over with. That way I can reach a higher vibration and do my soul's mission and do my purpose. That's usually what it is. Or it's almost like, I'm going to be rewarded if I deal with this bullcrap. You see what I'm saying? So let me get some more for pile B. Y'all, there we go. You have the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. What did I talk about? You being rewarded. What did I talk about? Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, right off the bat. The World. Okay, so we have the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, the World, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So, y'all, it's almost like once I see the truth of this situation, because I go within and I realize that they were not my Two of Cups. It was a contract. If anything, you and this person had to work together to clear this karma. You had to work together to clear it out. Because after the both of you cleared it out, it's almost like some of you have really begun to love yourself after you process this pain with this person. Wow. Sorry. I'm highly sensitive. Anyways. But I could feel it. It's like a sweet release. Someone's going to watch this and you're going to feel such a sweet release. Like a weight off your shoulders. Oh, sweet Lord. Give me some quartz. Anyways. So it's almost like peace. I have peace because I went within and I honestly studied myself. I looked at my karmic cycles. I looked at all of my cycles and I realized how I was honestly boxing myself in. No one else was boxing me in. I was boxing myself in. And I feel like that with the Ace of Swords, it's truth. I found my truth. I worked towards my truth. And honestly, I learned my lesson with this person. And if anything, you probably learned how to love yourself with this connection. You learned how to love yourself. And that is so important. You see, in society, we're not really taught how to love ourselves properly. It's you love yourself, buy yourself a new phone. You love yourself, do that. I mean, it could be anything, right? It really depends on your karmic cycle. But I feel like with the World card, the universe is finally like, thank you so much for doing this work. Thank you so much for doing this and for doing the work and for trusting yourself and allowing yourself to realize that this person wasn't for you. If anything, the universe possibly could have sat there. Excuse me, I'm sitting on the floor. The universe could have sat there and been like, because you did this work. I mean, because you have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. And then you have the World. And then on top of that, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is screaming to me self-worth, self-love, and a chance at new love. I feel like that you also found balance between your divine masculine and feminine energies in you, because we all have that within each and every one of us. And I feel like that you honestly are connected to your higher self more because you're beginning to receive more clarity because you chose to do this transition and change. So let's get some, and I'm going to tell you this just like I told pile one. What I suggest, like, let's say you just don't ever want to deal with this person again, okay? Like, let's just say they were so toxic and hurtful and poisonous to you, because some people can be, we all can. So don't take it like I'm talking crap. We all can. I was. You were. We all were at some point in our life. You know that you stole that lollipop from a little kid when you were a kid. Stole a lollipop from a child. Anyway, so that's for when you were a child. That's toxic. Anyways, what I suggest is to listen to the Ho'oponopono meditation. I'm sorry. I love you. I forgive you. That's pretty much how it goes. You can find the meditation on YouTube. It's pretty much like an energetic clearing, right? You're clearing energy because you're choosing not to deal with the burden of that person anymore. You know what? And if they do come forward and reconcile with you, ooh, I dropped a card. If they do come forward and reconcile with you, guess what? You will feel it don't matter. It don't matter. You see, that's what a lot of readers and a lot of spiritual people don't mention is that energy is energy. If you cut the cord, I feel like there might need to be some cord cutting here, by the way. You can do it yourself safely. Please have selenite or black tourmaline, preferably selenite. You don't need anything this big, y'all. I love selenite, and I sleep with this by my bed at night. And it's not sharp. Anyways, the whole point is do some energetic cord cutting or get a hold of someone that can do it. I can do it. And cut that cord, cut that karmic cord. Energy is so real, you don't even realize it. But I suggest that meditation as well as cord cutting for this whole situation, whole shabagle. And let's see what we can do for guidance. I'm not even like really shuffling you little rats anyways. Yes, I talk to my cards, y'all. It's because if anything, when I channel, and that's what a lot of people don't realize, is that when I channel, I'm allowing source and my guides and my ancestors and all of y'all's energy to flow through me. So I'm not really conscious. Like I don't really remember most of the things I do when I do readings because like that's why when people ask me about their personal readings, I'm like, I don't remember it. Because it'll resonate for you, hell yeah, because I'm trusting and I'm allowing myself to be used as a vessel. So, anyways, that's the reason why I talk to someone's gonna ask, like, why should you talk to her cards? Well, that's why, is because my cards talk crap, anyways. All of them do. Highest perspective, brightest perspective of light, love, peace, truth, and strength. But guess what? That don't mean that my guys don't talk crap to me, anyways. Can we get a card? Some guidance for pile B. I'm being told that's all the guidance y'all need, what I just said, but can we get at least one, y'all? I'm going to go through a couple more times because they honestly don't, I mean, that's literally what they're telling me, but can I get one, please? We got two. We have mantra, which is exactly what the first pile got, which is the Ho'oponopono meditation. Okay? I love you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. You don't even have to say. I mean, you can if you want to. Also, if you feel like that the meditation isn't enough, I strongly suggest that you write out a letter to this person. Write it out. Say whatever you want to say. And then after you do that, burn it. Do whatever you want to do with it. Throw it in the trash. Burn it and toss the ashes in the toilet. Whatever makes you feel better. It's clearing energy. Okay. So then we have solitude. And I feel like that this would be associated with the letter that I just mentioned, as well as, honestly, not even thinking about the past with this fox in the background, this deception in the background. Don't think about it. Clear out that energy and focus on peace. Focus on peace. Because you deserve it. So thank you so much, Pile B. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please go to the description box and all my information will be there. Again, I can do cord cutting, but I'm also going to be very blunt with you and tell you could do it yourself as long as you're safe. I just want you to be safe. That's all I ask. Okay? Thank you so much. So we're moving on to pile C. Sorry, y'all. I got wax on my table. Anyways, I tried getting it off. Whatever. Anyways. So, pile C, would it be? Pile C. Okay. Just 1 second. I just had to clear myself of the energy of pile B. I've been through a situation like that before, so. But I'm good and danded now. So anyways, let's move on. So pile C. Who or what is the energy between pile C and who they need to reconcile with and why? For some of you, I'm already sensing it's a family member. Change. Realization. These two cards were in pile B, so you might resonate with pile B. For some of you, I feel like that you had synergy. For some of you, I feel like that you had a family member that has said some cold words to you. A family member that honestly, for some of you, they don't know their head from their ass. But anyways, we won't go into that. The energy that I feel is that, as in, they refuse to see outside themselves and gain a higher perspective or possibly understand another's perspective. This could be anyone. I'm specifically sensing family. It could be anyone really though, but it's someone that you care deeply about, okay? And with change and realization right off the bat, it's going to be exactly what I told pile 2 as far as this portion. It is realizing that you can't control everyone. You can't change everyone. You have no control. And honestly, changing your own mindset and realizing that with synergy, okay, synergy, it supports our allowance and acceptance of the not so obvious. It's almost like beginning to see from their perspective and realizing, oh yeah, not everyone is like me. So I'm going to grow and evolve and move past this person and their lack. Just leave it at that. Their lack. They choose to be that way. You don't have to stoop to their level. You do not ever, ever lower your vibration to meet someone else. It is, and I don't care if people say that I sound selfish. If you are of light and you are at a high vibration, are you honestly going to sit there and lower yourself and screw up your manifestations and screw up your future because of someone who ain't willing to change or grow up? I mean, to be honest with you, that's what I'm feeling. So with integration, I'm not even being cold, y'all. I've been through so many situations in my whole life where I stoop to someone else's level out of anger. I have an Aries moon. So when it comes to emotions and loyalty and whatnot, I feel so deeply, especially when it comes to loyalty. So when someone proves to me, especially a family member, that they have no loyalty to me or people that I care about that are close to me and my family, closer to me than they are, it used to make me so raging angry. And also the point it's like, I don't care. Do what you want to do. Leave me out of it. You choose to stay at that vibration. You choose to stay low. You choose to stay in that negative mindset and not see outside yourself and see how your actions impact others. Yeah, mine do, as in like from your situation, your perspective, mine, they do, right? But if I have good intentions and you're sitting here just trying to create more animosity and negativity and anger and pain in other people's lives because you don't have control over your own emotions, I feel that for this pile. That ain't your issue. That's their issue. Realize it, change your mindset, grow past it, and rise above it. If anything, you might be a positive influence for this person. Okay? So, integration, the frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony, of life. What did I just say? What did I just say? Realize that people don't have to change, and some of them won't ever change. And you know what? That's their lack, not yours. That's their lack, not yours, pile C. Okay? Move forward. Let's get some tarot on this. It's ironic this is coming out. Because I literally did one. One was about self, one was about a lover, and one was about a family member or someone that's like it, right? Anyways, I don't know. Different levels. Some of you that might watch all this and be like, oh my gosh, I resonate with all of it. Well, you might and you do. So let's go some more on this situation. This flew right out. It is 3 of Cups. My ear is ringing. Ace of Wands. Whoa, y'all's cards are like coming out like crazy. Knight of Cups. You know, you gotta come all the way out, you know. I say that and a card flies all the way over here. High Priestess. I sense transmuting going on, but let's see what else we got here. Exactly. Okay. So I'm glad this is the last bit of my pile because my laptop is about to die. Let me fix that real quick. Anyway, so we have the Princess of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords, 33, the Lovers, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Cups. So this to me is telling me that once you actually acknowledge how you can't change anything exterior to you, if anything, I feel like it's going to bring a balance to your life. Yes, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt that people act so harshly and that they choose to not really process what they need to process, right? And they take it out on you because they're not really willing to find the love within themselves and gain a perspective. I view the High Priestess as gaining a higher perspective. So I feel like that once you actually work through this motion and you learn to either reconcile or forgive this person, that you will have a new beginning. And you'll go from the Three of Swords to the Three of Cups and feel more joy in your life. And honestly, feel more love in your life. And honestly, feel more love for yourself too. Because you're going to know your worth and you're going to be done with everyone's judgments. This is a judgmental pile. Like y'all aren't. I'm saying that you're dealing with people who have judged you or falsely judged you, or honestly, they don't even know themselves well enough to know you. So I love saying that because so many people sit there and they judge others. And then for my whole life, so many people have judged me. And I sat there and I let their judgments constantly affect me and put me down. And you know what? Until I awakened, I finally realized, I looked back at all those scenarios my whole life. And I was like, you know what? These people didn't know me from a hole in the ground. They didn't know me at all. Little did they know themselves and how their actions were. And that's why I responded to their actions. And they sat there and just did these little petty ass shit. Yeah, I'm going to talk like that. They did some petty ass shit thinking that it was okay. No, it's not okay. Don't sit here and come at me because you haven't grown and become the full level of maturity that you're supposed to have. Don't come at me like that. Pile 3, stop letting people judge you. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're family members. I don't care who they are. I don't care. You can love them from afar. That's what I do. You can go ahead and put me down as much as you want. Your words are going to fall on deaf ears. It's that easy. I love you even if you hate me. I love you even though you judge me. So pile 3, I'm going to mention to you the same thing as the rest of the other 2 piles because it's one of the best meditations I've ever done. It's called the Ho'oponopono meditation. You can find it on YouTube. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. I love you. It's that easy, but you need to be able to feel it. Feel it in your soul. If anything, it'll possibly evoke emotions or anything along the lines of that. And sorry I got so heated, y'all. I literally just went through something like this in my own family. And it got to the point where I'm just like, why do you bother? Why bother coming at me when you've never been there for me in my entire life? You sat there and you judged me and you don't even try to understand me. So why come at me like that? Why waste your breath? If anything, you're just giving me energy because I'm an energy alchemist. I turn negative into positive energy. Not a narcissist, big difference. An energy alchemist is someone who could take people's anger that gets thrown at them and process that anger into beautiful power for themselves, and they rise above it like a damn phoenix. Okay? Anyways, we have guidance. Oh, that came out, and then I felt the need to say that. So I feel like that some of you are going to learn how to do some alchemy real quick. And everyone's like, oh, alchemy has to do with chemicals and stuff. No, that's chemistry. Anyways, we have sensuality. So anyways, I feel like pile 3, that once you actually allow yourself to listen to your higher self and listen to yourself and really process what's going on, that is when things will change. Listen to this. Trust yourself, forgive them, forgive yourself for allowing them to treat you like that, and forgive yourself for allowing them to affect you like that. And then if anything, you're going to find more passion in your life and you're going to actually feel more comfortable in your own skin because you don't care about anyone's judgment anymore. Sit there and there's a quote from another tarot reader, Queen Sandra XL. I love her so much. Anyways, I'm on YouTube, and hers is, judge yourselves. don't judge me, judge yourselves. Because too many people refuse to sit there and reflect on their own selves and truly judge themselves and process it. They would rather take that anger and that regret and that bitterness and that nastiness inside them. And what, sorry about that, y'all. My laptop died. But, anyways, once you, my gum's on the table. I had to go, I was like, I gotta chew on some gum for this. Anyways, once you actually listen to the guidance, whether it's from me or another reader, and you realize that you, even if it's family, you cannot control other people's actions. You have no control over it at all, okay? You know what? You can't choose your family, but you can choose yourself. How about that? I feel like that you should also, I feel like that you should also work on being more passionate with yourself. If anything, work on some physical self-care. For some of you, maybe you should go be naughty. I am not the kind of person. Well, no, actually, never mind. We're not talking about it. This is about you, not me. Go have fun. Look at this. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I got a wrapper here and everything. But go have fun. Go have fun with your bad self. Screw other people's judgments. Be safe. Be safe. But screw other people's judgments. Screw it. Transmute it. Forgive it. Love yourself. Love them from afar. And move forward. Okay? Thank you so much, Pile C. If you'd like to get a reading with me, please feel free to go to the description box down below or get a hold of me at Rebel Angels Tarot on Facebook.